Good morning. My name is Steve Daniel. I own Daniel Electric here in Burlington, Colorado, and I've been asked to speak to you this morning about the opportunities in the electrical field. I started off in 1972, which seems like a long time ago, and I went to work for a local electrician here, and I was a junior in high school. And I worked for him for about 4 years and moved on to some other branches of the industry, and then in 1991 I came back and I bought that business from him, and that is what is now Daniel Electric today here in Burlington. This business has changed so dramatically since I started. When I first started, it was pretty much just a physical job, and now with the changes in technology and computers coming into about every aspect of our life, it's become kind of an anomaly in the construction field, but you have to be able to still do the hard physical work, but you also need the technical skills to do that side of it. It's pretty, it's been, like I said, the changes have just been something I would never have anticipated. Here in Colorado, you have to be licensed to work here or work for a licensed electrician. And they have 3 tiers of training. As you start out, you're an apprentice, which is in your learning stage. And usually in a 4-year period after that, you can become a journeyman electrician. And then a year after that, you can become a master. Every state, every city has a variation of that requirements. And there's different requirements as far as experience and education. And that's what you'll need to focus on. You can get all that information for Colorado at the Department of Regulatory Agency's website if you want to investigate that a little farther. I know Mr. Swikowski asked me to tell you what I thought you should continue your studies at in school. And I keep hearing rumblings that people think that algebra is outdated and no longer needed in the schools. I'm telling you, in this business, you use algebra and geometry every day. So if you want to stay in this field, that's the 2 studies you'll need to look into. Any type of physics, the physics of electricity. If you want to study that, that's great. I did it the hard way. I just came up through the ranks with limited schooling. With the technical and educational requirements in today's business, I highly recommend that you go to a technical school. We have a really good school 30 miles east of here in Goodland, Kansas at Northwest Tech. I know both the instructors over there, and if that's a field you're considering, that's a school I would look at. It's been an amazing career for me, and the changes that are coming about, it's just, that's never going to end. So that would be kind of the basics. If you're thinking of following my path and becoming your own business person, then business classes. And I'll just give you a little story. I was never a very good student in school. I didn't study the language arts very well. And then I became the boss and the owner, and it was almost like a handicap. I wasn't able to write letters or compose sentences. I didn't know how to communicate with people. And it was a severe test to overcome that. So that would be other areas of study I would endeavor you to continue at. Any computer skills, that's all going to be great if you do that. Like I said, this career is kind of an anomaly because you're required to do the hard physical work. That's, installing electrical conduit, pulling wire, installing big motor control panels. Can be a hard and physical job. And on the next step, you have to be able to take your computer and program your cabinet and your computer to run all these equipment. And that is here to stay, and it's only going to get more involved. So I'd strongly, if you want to do computer skills and programming, this would be another endeavor. We're kind of unique out here in rural Colorado because you can't just focus on one area of this business. You would go to the Front Range, you may do nothing but wire hospitals and schools. Out here we do that. We do irrigation panels. We do computer networking. We do overhead work. We install underground wire. Out here, you have to be pretty versatile and have more than one set of job skills. So then, and all that can come with experience. If you come to work for a company like ours, they will train you that. And most companies today are looking for someone with the basic knowledge of the industry and the basic understanding of hand tools and how to do the basic task. And any VOTEC school will teach you that. Right now, a journeyman electrician, which is kind of the mainstay of who does most of the work in Colorado, their job wages right now range from anywhere to $25 to $40 an hour, and plus the benefits. And so it's a very lucrative field. There's a high demand for skilled work. I know I'm on the advisory board over at Goodland at the VOTEC, and we don't have any trouble finding jobs for any of our students. They're usually hired before their second year is completed. It'd be it's a great opportunity, a great business. I've met a lot of interesting people. It's like I said, it's changing every day. There's new technology, and it's just it's quite a great field to get into. And if you have any questions that you want to get a little more in depth at, please feel free to contact me here at Daniel Electric. I'd be glad to answer any questions.